Well, today I actually picked up some half dollars at my local bank. I was actually just going to get some money out, and they said when I asked them if they had anything interesting, they told me they had some halves. I got some Eisenhower dollars and some half dollars. I already went through them. This is what all I found. I got six 40%ers and a 90% silver Ben Frank half dollar. I also got this bicentennial quarter. I'm actually going to be checking that for the DDO later. I like to check that under magnification. My eyes aren't really the best when it comes to smaller details. So I'm just going to go ahead and check that one at home. Okay, me and my dad went to get boxes of halves today. We have 4 boxes of halves that we ordered. I went through my first box. I got a 2000S proof, a 1995 commemorative half dollar. First time I've ever found this one. Thought that's kind of neat. At first I thought it was just a token. I got a 1942 Walking Liberty half dollar. It's from the San Francisco Mint. And then I got a Ben Franklin. Now I'm actually going to be cracking this one live. I'll go ahead and have my dad hold this. Looks like it's the only silver in there. We got a 1959 Denver Ben Franklin half dollar. So I'm pretty happy to find that. And then my dad, he ended up pulling silver as well. We'll show you what all he found here in a second. We're going to go through this together. See if there's anything else in here. Nothing else in this one. Okay, the box my dad went through, he ended up getting a 2002 S perf half dollar. He got a 2007 P and IFC. He got 3 1964 90% silver half dollars. And then he got 4 of your 40%ers. 67, 68, and 69. So that's always cool to find. We're going to be picking up our next 2 boxes then, and we'll show you what we get in them. Well, I just got done with my second box of halves. I pulled 2 1964 90% silver half dollars. And I pulled this one, and I'm actually kind of surprised on this one because it's got that green color here, and it's kind of black in it. When I was looking at the edges, I saw that copper color on the edges. I thought for sure this was just going to be a one of your clad half dollars. When I pulled it out and saw the date though, I was so surprised. This thing doesn't look like silver whatsoever until you look at the date. I don't know what happened to this. It looks like it may have been in a fire and see it up against something that maybe was rusty or something. I have no clue on this. Very happy to find it though. It's the only 40% I've pulled today. Everything else has been 90% silver, so. My dad just got a few half dollars here that look like they may be silver. I guess that one was a 71. It's not silver. He just got a 67 40%er. I'll show you what all he found then. Okay, everybody, my dad just got done with his second box. He got a 2011 Denver NIFC, a 1989 S proof. He got 3 40%er half dollars. He got 2 90% half dollars as far as the Kennedy half dollars go. And then he got 2 more Ben Franklin half dollars. So now I'll show you the full wrap up of everything we got this week then in the end. I'm pretty happy to I'm very happy to see how much silver we've gotten once again this week. I know last week we kind of killed it on the silver. This week's been another amazing week with the silver. This week we've done a lot of coin roll hunting. I'm actually going to start off with the foreign coins. We have a lot of American coins we pulled from circulation. A lot of older coins, perf coins, silver. I'm going to start off with the foreign stuff though. We got a 79 Bermuda nickel. We got a 1986 Venezuela 5 centimers. We got a 1991 Dominican Republic. I'm not really sure what this is. It's actually the first time we've ever found one of these. I was actually pretty happy when I pulled that from the roll. I think that's a beautiful design personally. Again, I'm not really sure what denomination that is or anything. First time I ever found one of those. And then we got a 2017 1 peso. On to the Canadian stuff. We got 3 Canadian quarters, 2 Canadian dimes. We ended up getting 5 Canadian nickels. And then here's our pennies from Canada. Now that 1966er, I'm actually going to be checking that in the book. I don't know if it's going to beat the one in our book, but it's worth checking. Finding those older dates like that in condition, it's actually a little bit challenging here in the States. And then I also got a King George. It's a 1950 King George Canadian penny. That's what they had prior to having Queen Elizabeth on the coin. Okay, now as far as American coins go, our US coins, we've been pulling a lot of nickels, Jefferson nickels. These are all 1959 and back. We got 3 1939s. We got this really nice looking 55. Doesn't really have full steps or anything, but it does look pretty nice for its age. We got a bunch of common date wheat pennies. I think this is one of the prettiest common dates we got. It's still got some of its original luster. Now as far as our good wheat pennies go, we got 2 1939s, 2 1937s. We ended up with a 1925, a 1919S, and a 1911. Now some of these we actually, my dad puts aside like all the coins that are like enders in that. So when it comes to like the nickels and the pennies, some of these were actually part of those enders in that. We attempted to get some video footage. The battery level on my dad's phone was actually kind of low at the time. I'm not really sure how much video footage was recorded. If anything's recoverable, I'm gonna actually be putting it on this video as well. So if you see it on this video, it was able to be recovered. If not, some of the stuff's from that. Then we did a lot of hunting the half dollars. So 2 half dollars that we didn't really have yet. We didn't have the 2019 P or D. We actually got one of each. So that's pretty cool. We don't really have a spot for that in the book. Our book only goes up to 2018, so. We ended up pulling 3 Buffalo nickels and 2 V nickels. One of those V nickels was from one of the rolls that had an ender on it. There was actually a war nickel that was the ender, and we pulled one of the V nickels from within the roll, so that was pretty cool. We ended up getting these are all war nickels right here. We got 2 1964 quarters. Every box of quarters we went through this weekend had at least 1 silver quarter in it. That doesn't normally happen for us. This weekend, it was just another amazing weekend when it came to silver. We got two 1963 quarters, a 61 quarter, a 54 quarter, a 1942 quarter, well, two 1942 quarters, and I've never gotten a silver quarter with a counter stamp before. This one actually has one. I just thought that's kind of interesting. We did get a counter stamped dime as well. It's not a silver one. It's got an LM counter stamped into the side of Roosevelt's face. Now when it comes to our silver, as far as halves go, I'll just move the camera across. 1965 through 1970 are all 40% silver. This one actually kind of surprised me when I was looking at the edges and that. When I saw this, I was actually thinking it was a clad. A lot of times when you metal detect in that, the clad coins that come out of the ground have this black color to them, and when I saw that orange, I thought it was just copper. When I actually flipped the coin out and actually saw what the date was, I was actually pretty surprised on that. I was expecting it to be a clad coin. $64 and back are silver, or 90% silver. And we got another Walking Liberty $50 this weekend. That was in one of the Loomis boxes. Something that we got that was kind of interesting, my dad ended up pulling this. We have gotten these in the past. It's been a while since we pulled one of these. We got a 1986 commemorative half. This is clad, it's copper nickel, it's not silver. One of those coins that was actually an ender in the pennies. It's actually a clipped planchet. It's a 1944 and it's a clipped planchet. When it was on the end, we actually didn't see that clip. It wasn't until we actually got it out of the roll. That's a pretty neat error coin right there. So we went ahead and protected that up. I never pulled one of these before. That was actually one of the boxes of halves I went through. I thought it was just a token at first. But it says United States of America, $50. I've never seen this design, not prior to this week. So I'm pretty happy to find that. With all the dimes we went through, we didn't find any silver dimes, which is a little unusual. Usually we have luck with the dimes and the silver. We got a 1999 ESO, which is a proof. We ended up with quite a few proof $50. 74S, the 89S, 2000S, 2001, and 2002. We got some NIFCs. Some of them aren't really some of them aren't really the best shape. Like this one's got all kinds of scratches and everything in it. I did pull this in aside. It's a 2009. I just thought it looked really nice. My dad ended up pulling a 2009 penny aside as well. There's our bicentennial coins. Yeah. We ended up getting these dimes. I think this one's just one we're going to be checking in the book, and the other two are tuned. This one's got a real nice, beautiful yellow tone to it. And we got a real nice 2019 D. It's a Denver Mint. The Denver Mints are a little harder to find around here. I don't know if we have one this nice in our book yet. I can always check it. And when we were dumping coins back, every once in a while we ask to get whatever's in the debris cup. There was a earring in the debris cup, but we also found this quarter going through rolls of coins. We were kind of joking around. He has a pierced ear, so I actually just went and put the earring that I got out of the debris cup into Washington's ear. I just thought it's kind of kind of funny. Never seen anyone put a hole right through Washington's ear before, and it actually was the perfect size for this earring. That earring's not really sterling silver or anything, it's just junk metal. You can actually see where it started corroding in that. But George Washington now has a pierced ear. Just thought that's kind of funny. Well, that's it as far as our coin roll hunting goes for this weekend. That's all we found. Now, me and my dad, we always split the silver that we find, because we both put money toward it and everything, and you just never know what you're gonna get. So, pretty happy to find all that. Last week was pretty big with silver. This week we hit pretty big with silver, and I just love it.